everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and welcome to our weekly rune reading series. And we do this similar to a tarot pick-a-pile reading, in that we give you choices of which reading to go to based on a card or something else to choose from. So this week's theme is justice. And we have three different justice cards here. We have the first one, which is kind of a more modern justice here. We have the second one here, which is kind of an angel justice. And we have the third one, in which she's flowing down the court steps, that justice. Okay, so we have three different justice cards here. And basically you kind of meditate on them or think on them, and whichever one is drawing you in the most, that's what reading you need to go to. So this is reading 1, 2, or 3. We will give you a moment or so here to reflect on these particular cards, and then you go specifically to that reading. There will be links in the description with timestamps to go directly to that reading when you're ready to do so. In these readings, we have our runes, our Chinese tiles, and our oracle spheres, as well as our angel numbers that we will be doing in each one of these. I would like to thank everybody who has participated in the channel by subscribing, sharing the channel with your friends and family, giving us likes, thumbs up on the videos that you watch, and leave us comments in the comments section. All of those things are helping the channel grow, and they're very much appreciated by us. Our goal that we're really reaching towards is to hit 500 subscribers in the near future. So that's kind of something we're aiming for. So I just wanted to thank everybody who's managed to do that. And also invite anybody who has not subscribed to the channel to do so if they feel compelled to do that after watching the reading. Okay, so go ahead and take your time, reflect on these particular cards and decide which reading is for you. And then we will see you directly at your reading. Group 1, those of you that chose the Modern Justice card here. Now, those of you who have not seen these weekly readings, basically these are just meant to be a general reading of the upcoming week, like what energies you might be exposed to or feeling, or some situations that you might be dealing with, that kind of thing. They're not meant to be super in-depth readings. They're more just to kind of give you a general idea of the energies you might be dealing with, and maybe even a little advice if that happens to come through on how to deal with it, that kind of thing. So that's what these readings are for. We do have timeless tarot card readings that are more in-depth readings, and they're on specific subjects, and most of them are timeless. So if you want to check those out as well, you can do that. Okay, so we do have our runes here. We have our Chinese tiles, we have our angel numbers, and our oracle spheres that we're going to be doing. So you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to as well. Okay, so let's just kind of get our runes out here and see what energies we have. Okay, we had one come forward here that was down on the bottom here. The rest of them are turned over, and that usually means something specifically. You might be dealing with relationships this week. Also, for some reason, I just happened to look at the Justice card in this rune together, and instantly I thought of balance or harmony, because this rune does mean harmony as well. It means teamwork, those kind of things. And with the Justice scales, it's kind of what came through just almost automatically there a little bit. So you might be dealing with relationships, getting into balance, getting more harmonious, that kind of thing. But let's see what else we have here that is kind of hidden for the week, or kind of an energy that you might have to work for to get to come through, and that kind of thing. Uh, yeah, okay. We've got a lot of hidden stuff this week, a lot of stuff that's kind of beneath the surface, that kind of might influence the week some, but it's more, it's, we have a harvest here, which isn't quite ready. So I think with you dealing with relationships and harmony and balance and those kinds of things, I think that that's going to be the focus this week, and you won't be quite ready to reap the rewards of that just yet. We also have the fellowship, which was, kind of sideways, and also it's also your destiny and other things. So once again, I see that as being kind of bubbly and under the surface and not quite ready to come forward just yet, as well as any kind of transformation. Um, uh, there might be some conflicts and things, like I said, bubbling under the surface. But because this was turned over, I feel like they're kind of not going to be very explosive. They might just kind of be hidden things, kind of maybe. If it is relationship related, your partner might not be letting their total feelings be known, or there's certain things that are kind of hidden from you at this time during the week. Okay, but I do think that the focus might be on relationships, or at least gaining a balance and a harmony in your relationship life, or just, in your home life in general. Let's see what the Chinese tiles might bring forth with a little bit of more information. That's interesting. We have more stuff bubbling under the surface here. Okay. The number 3 does deal with relationships as well. It deals with our community, our groups, and so forth. And the other runes dealt with that a little bit as well. And then we also have the East, which is new horizons, dealing with new things. And then the window, opening up, looking out and being able to see new things. And all of these were turned over. So I think with whatever it is that you will be dealing with your harmony and getting balance and that kind of thing, I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle this week, slightly, because most of the things are going to be hidden or under the surface, or something you're going to have to pull forward and kind of pull through. The clarity that you need, the new horizon, dealing with your community, that might be a little harder this week. It's something you kind of want to focus on, but you're going to have to maybe dig to do it. You're going to have to work at it a little bit. You're going to have to kind of look under the surface, look for people's thoughts and feelings under the surface, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the energy that we have going for the week. I do like the dealing with the harmony and the balancing and all that. I do like that you're dealing with that this week, because I think that that's going to be a real positive energy for you. It just might be a little harder for you to get the things to the surface that you would like. Let's go ahead and do your oracle spheres. I can get my stands out here. And basically, if you're unfamiliar with how this works, is we have 4 different stands here that you can choose from. And what you do is you think of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to, something you've been thinking about, or something that might be dealing with the week, or something else. Just a yes or no type of question that you would like to know. And we have 1 gold, 2 gray, 3 green, and 4 purple. You can decide by number, by color, how it looks to you, anything like that, anything that you want. But you decide which one you would like your answers to appear on. And then we get our oracle spheres here, and we'll get our answers. Okay, so the first answer is for the gold stand is probable. The second one for the gray stand is a yes. For the green is a not sure. Usually when that pops up, I either think the question is not very clear, or there's things that need to be played out before the answer can be given because it might affect the outcome. And then a number 4 purple is a no. Okay, so our answers are 1 gold probable, 2 gray yes, 3 green not sure, and 4 purple and no. Okay, so there's our answers there. Now we're going to go on and get our angel numbers. And basically this works similar to the oracle spheres in that we have 5 different stands here. And I would like for you to pick one that you would like your angel number to appear on. You can pick more than one if you feel a need to do that. Also, you can use all 5 angel numbers as your lucky numbers for the week, or if you're drawn to a specific number after it's pulled, you can do something with that. Basically, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Whatever you feel compelled to do. What these are is angels often talk to us in symbolisms and through a lot of other things, and through numbers is one way they like to do that. And so we pick angel numbers every week. We put them on the stands, and then, like I said, if you have a stand for your number to appear on, before it gets there. And in the description, each number has some keywords or key phrases related to that number. So it gives you an idea of, hey, maybe this is what you need to focus on for the week, or this is something we want you to give you a heads up about, or this is something we think you need to look into more deeply, that kind of thing. This is kind of little extra messages from angels for you guys. Also, if you feel compelled to do so, we cannot put super detailed for each number in the description. We don't have enough room. But if you feel compelled with your specific number that you've picked to find out more about it, or you're really, really drawn to it, you can go out to the internet and type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, and get a really, really long, detailed, from lots of different websites telling you more about that number, what it means, what the angels might be trying to tell you, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's get our angel numbers. The first one, number 1 with a red, is a number 1. So very first one, number 1. Okay. Number 2, green, is an 18. Number 3, gold, is a 29. Number 4, blue. Nope, not the right one yet. Okay, this one is a 43. And the number 5, bronze, is a 52. Okay, so there's our numbers for the week. We have red, 1, 1. We have green, number 2, is 18. Gold, number 3, is 29. Blue, number 4, is 43. And bronze, number 5, is 52. So there's your angel numbers for the week. All right, guys, that's our rune reading for this week. I hope you had some messages that are useful to you and that you can do something with. We do these every week on Mondays. So, come back with us every week and see what your next week has in store for you. Also, check out our other videos on the channel. Like I mentioned earlier, we have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of different topics. We also have videos on how to read tarot cards. We have other videos on other spiritual topics that might be of interest to you. And so, hey, check those out if you get a chance. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this channel with your friends and family. Leave us comments in the comment section. Give us a thumbs up. All of those things are very much appreciated and help us decide what we guys like and don't like on the channel. It helps the channel grow. It's just very useful to us. So all of those things are very much appreciated. And we look forward to seeing you in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, those of you that chose the Angel Justice card here. Now remember, for those of you who are not familiar with these readings, basically these are not meant to be super in-depth readings. This is kind of just the general energies you're going to be feeling during the week, or maybe some advice of, how to deal with certain things, or just some things that might happen during the week, that kind of thing. It's a very not super in-depth reading for the week, but just kind of give you the general energies, the general idea. But also, we also do, besides our runes, we have our Chinese tiles, we have our angel numbers that we do, and our oracle spheres. So you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to as well. Okay, so that's basically how this works. So let's just kind of get into the reading here and see what messages come through and what you might be dealing with. Okay, we have, once again, lots of hidden things this week. It's interesting. This one was upside down. It's the Thor's hammer. And, well, actually, no. I'm sorry. It's the joy. I was looking at it wrong there for a second. Sorry. It's the joy. It deals with kinship and harmony and those kinds of things. But it was upside down. Which means that you might have a little bit of trouble this week with, I'm not sure what yet. I'm going to look at some of the other tiles and get an idea. But with whatever it is you're dealing with this week, it might be some difficult situations. It might be some things that are a little harder for you to work through. So let's see what else we have that was hidden here. So we might get an idea of some of the things that you are having to deal with. Okay, wow. This is interesting. It looks like your intuition is going to be a little bit muted this week. Like you might have some trouble knowing where to go or what to do. It's kind of the energy I'm getting here with some of these. Also, I think this has to deal with your family some. I think there's going to be, because of this rune dealing with kinship and heritage, and also harmony and joy. And then we had some other ones dealing with, genetic and stuff like that in your home, but they were hidden. So I'm thinking that you might have a little bit of difficulty with your family this week. I think things might be a little rough at home. Maybe there's some, a little bit of, I think there might be some money problems a little bit. I think maybe some money you were expecting to come is delayed, or it's not time for you to get paid yet, and things become a little pinched during the week because you might need some more money than what you have available to you. Which could cause some, family issues and some other things. That's kind of the energies I'm getting for the week, is that you might be dealing with those kind of just normal, things that you have to deal with, people deal with on a regular basis, that kind of thing. Also, there might be where you want to maybe go in a new path or a new direction, but you can't quite do that yet this week. You feel a little stuck. And like I said, I think your intuition might be a little muted this week, where you're not sure what the right path is. It's kind of, your emotions might be getting in the way just a little bit, but that's kind of the energies I'm getting. Let's look at the Chinese tile and see if there's any other energies or anything else that might help you along with some of this that you're going to be dealing with. Okay, one actually ended up on the floor here, so, but it was upside down, so, okay. This is interesting. We have the number 7, which deals with spirituality, but it also deals with change some. And so, like I said, I think your intuition is a little bit muddled. And so I think anything dealing with spirituality, dealing with your relationship with the divine or the universe is going to be a little bit difficult for you this week, because the 7s are kind of a difficult energy. So I think you might have a little bit of trouble with that. We do have the 6, which is a little bit more harmony, a little bit more celebratory. It was kind of sideways, so It means that any victories that you're going to have this week or any harmony is going to be a little bit skewed. Things won't be totally harmonious this week, if that makes any sense. We do have the number 1, so I think there's going to be a lot of individuality going on this week. People wanting to assert their own individual energies and that kind of thing, and that might be what's causing a little bit of the strife. Now, we do have a couple more things that were hidden. We had the 3, which is your community and also your creativity. Well, like I said, that also, to me, also deals with intuition. And like I said, I think your intuition is going to be a little bit more under the surface this week. And then we also have the summer card, which to me denotes a lot of sunny times, sunny days, things being really happy and cheerful and that kind of thing. And it was upside down, it was turned over. So to me, that just means that the sun is in the future, but maybe not this week. That things are going to be a little bit more cloudy for you. But it's only a week, and we do go through these cycles where we have that. So it's not like it's, something that's going to be stuck with you forever or anything like that. Or it's not even anything that you can't even get through, because you can. It's not real heavy energies. I just see things as just being kind of a little bit more darker, a little bit more, muted, or maybe a little bit more disharmonious, that kind of thing. But it's not anything that can't be dealt with or anything that can't be done. Let's go ahead and do your oracle spheres. Basically, how this works is we have 4 different stands here, and you ask a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to, and then you pick the stand that you would like your answer to appear on. We have gold, red, green, and purple, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can pick by number, color, however you want to do, and we'll get our answers, okay? So let's see what kind of answers we have. Number 1, gold. The answer is not now. Number 2, red. A little trouble. Okay. Number 2, red is a no. Number 3, green is a maybe. And a number 4, purple is a yes. Okay. So we have a gold, not now, a red, number 2 is no, number 3, green is maybe, and number 4, purple is a yes. All right. Hopefully those are good answers for you guys. All right, let's look at our angel numbers. And basically this works similar to the oracle spheres in that we have stands here to choose from. We have 5 different ones. And I would like for you to pick a stand that you would like your angel number to appear on. Angels like to just talk to us and communicate with us through symbols. And numbers is one of the ways that they do that a lot. So that's why I like to pick angel numbers every week. I'd like for you to pick one stand for your angel number. If you feel compelled to pick more than one, you can do that. Because there could be messages, for you in more than one stand. You can also use all 5 angel numbers as your lucky numbers for the week, or just particular stands that you pick as your lucky numbers, or however you want to do it. There is no real right or wrong way to do this. And what happens is we go through and we get the numbers for each stand. Then you can go to the description, and each number has its key phrases and key words that are associated with that number. So you can get an idea of what the angels are trying to tell you to focus on, or what to look at, or hey, pay attention to this, or here's something for you to know, that kind of thing. If you feel compelled to do so, we could only put some minor things in the description. We couldn't go all out with something very lengthy. So if you feel compelled and really drawn to a number and really feel like the angels are really trying to push you into finding out more, is you can go out to the internet and you can type in angel number blank, whatever the number is, and you can find out all kinds of things about it, paragraphs and paragraphs of information. It'll tell you what the number means, some of the history of it, what they're trying to communicate to you, that kind of thing. So here we go. Here's our numbers. Number 1, gold, is 25. Number 2, blue, is 26. Number 3, bronze, is 35. Number 4, wow, is 55. Lots of 5 energies here, which do denote change and strife and conflict a little bit. So that's interesting. Okay, number 4, green, is a number 2. And we also have a lot of 2 energies, which deal with relationships. So that's interesting. Okay, number 1, gold, is 25. Number 2, blue, is 26. Number 3, bronze, is 35. Number 4, gray, is 55. And number 5, green, is 2. All right, so there's your angel numbers for the week. Guys, I hope you had some messages that will be helpful to you. Something you can work with for the week. Hopefully the angel numbers were something cool for you to get some idea on. We do this reading every week on Mondays, so you can check back with us every week and see what the next week has in store for you energy-wise. Remember, these are general readings. They are a collective reading, so if they didn't resonate with you for some reason, or they don't, they just didn't feel right to you for some reason, then maybe this particular reading wasn't for you specifically. That may happen. You might pick a different one to look at, or even go back and look at one of our other rune readings that we have, because even though we do these every week, they are semi-timeless in that if you feel compelled to watch a different one besides the one we put out this week, you can do that and get the energies from that. So just to let you know that too as well. Please check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there that are on lots of different subjects that might be of interest to you. We have videos on how to read tarot cards and other spiritual topics as well. Also, share this video with your friends and family. Hit the like button. Leave us comments in the comment section. All of these things help out the channel greatly. They help the channel grow. They help us know what you guys like and don't like and what we can improve on, that kind of thing. So they mean a lot to us. All right, guys. We look forward to seeing you in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, or Group 3. Welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the kind of flowing, walking down the step, Justice here. Justice is moving. Okay, for those of you who are not familiar with these readings yet, I just want to let you know that these are general readings for the week. These are just meant to be kind of a general overview of what energies you might be feeling for the week or dealing with. Maybe some specific advice if it comes through on how to deal with it, or maybe a certain situation that might come up during the week, that kind of thing. They're not meant to be super in-depth. We do have a lot of timeless tarot readings that are a lot more in-depth that might be of use to you. They're on different topics specifically. We do have our runes. We have our Chinese tiles. We have our angel numbers that we will be pulling, and also our oracle spheres. So you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to, and we will do that later on in the reading. All right, so let's get to it here and see what we've got going. Wow, okay. This is interesting how a lot of people have a lot of stuff under the surface this week, and a lot of things that are kind of in the process. Okay, this is interesting. What came through here, both of these are sideways, which means that they're slightly askew. It means that they're not totally straight up. They are a little bit more off kilter a little bit, but basically this deals with your intuition. It deals with your awareness, your divine union. Both of these kind of deal with some of that same type of things. One of them is dawn, one is man. So it's kind of your awakening, your light within, your intuition, your manifestation, your awareness of things going on around you. And so I think you're going to have some of that this week. And I think it's going to be starting to awaken in you and maybe move forward. It's not going to be fully awake. You're not going to be fully tuned in, turned on, tapped into everything. But I do think that you're gonna feel like you know some things this week, okay? That's kind of happening. We also have some hidden things under the surface that might play into things. So let's take a look at what those are. This is interesting. Once again, we have some things on their side, but they were upside down as well. This deals with divination and that kind of thing. Because since I was dealing with your intuition and your knowing and your light within over here, it's interesting that the divination was turned over and was also a little bit sideways as well. So like I said, I think this is something that's kind of the theme for the week is you're going to be working on your intuition. You're going to be working on learning new things. Maybe if you haven't been doing so, maybe you're going to get interested in working with occult type stuff like tarot reading, rune casting, Reiki healing, almost anything, astrology. You might be those kinds of things might be starting to be of interest to you for the week. You might start studying them, start learning more about them. You want to learn more about God and how your ancestors dealt with things and how they saw things and all that. That's something that's kind of a theme for the week. You're interested in that. You're interested in your heritage. You might decide to go look at Ancestry.com or other things like that. You're going to start to want to learn more of and maybe even tap into now the energy I'm getting. So kind of follow me here. Is ancient American, Native American culture where, they could look into certain things or do certain things and then it would be passed down generation to generation. And that some of that might have been lost through the years because of circumstances. And that if you had that kind of heritage, that you might want to be looking into what your ancestors might have done to divine things, to look into things, to do things. And you're looking into that ancient knowledge, you're looking into that prior history and knowledge. It's something that's going to be of interest for you during the week. It's something that you're going to start working on and starting to get a little bit more of an idea of. You're going to start to actually be able to tap into some of those energies. They're not fully awake yet this week, but I do think it is something that's going to be of interest to you and something that you're going to start working in. If you don't actually start, studying these kind of things this week or whatever, I still feel like your intuition is going to be a little bit more awakened. You're going to start feeling a little bit more of a kinship with spirit. You're going to start feeling a little bit more like things that are happening. Your knowing is going to start being there just a little bit more than maybe it has been. Okay, so let's see what the Chinese tiles have for us this week. Ooh. Lots going on here. Wow. Okay, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. I find that fascinating because each number means something, but also by the fact that you had them in sequence here, is that things are going to kind of happen in the way that they're supposed to. We also had this number 1, which was upside down, but also the 2 ones together make 11, which also deals with that spiritual energy. It deals with that energy as well. So I find that intriguing that showed up here. 1s deal with your individuality as well, and they deal with working on yourself. I think that might be something that you're going to be dealing with this week, is learning more about yourself and what you think and what you feel. 2 sideways, 2s deal with community and people. 3 is your actual community, like your family, your group, your extended others, your siblings. Like I said, so you might deal a little bit with your ancestry this week. That might be, your genetics and other things. That might be something you're thinking about this week. Also, 4 is a home life kind of deal. So it's interesting how it's also your stable foundation. So I do think that what you're looking into does have to do with your ancestors and dealing with what, tapping into your ancestral knowledge and what was passed down to you through genetics and your ancestors. Okay, we also have hidden the 4 and the 5 underneath the surface here, and this 4 was upside down. So your stability is maybe not quite totally there yet. You might rock your foundations just a little bit. What you're going to be learning or working on might kind of make you feel a little bit rocky. And then also the change is underneath the surface. So what that means for me is that this is going to bring a change about in your life. You're going to be thinking about some things that maybe you hadn't thought about before. It's going to change your perspective on things. But once again, it's still kind of in its early stages this week. So that feeling of change and other things may not happen for another, several weeks to come or in the future. It's something that's not quite there yet for this week. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and do your oracle spheres. Basically, how this works is we have 4 different stands. We have green, gold, purple, and red. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You pick by number, color, however you want. You ask your yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. And then you pick whichever stand you would like your answer to appear on. And then we'll go and get our answers. Okay? So our very first one here, green, is a not now. Number 2, gold, is a probable. Number 3, purple, is a no. And a number 4, red, is a maybe. Okay, so there's our answers for our oracle spheres. We have a number 1, green, not now. Number 2, gold, probable. Number 3, purple, is a no. And a number 4, red, is a maybe. All right. Now let's get our angel numbers. This is one of my favorite parts of the reading. I love the angel numbers. Basically, angels like to communicate with us in lots of different ways, but usually through symbols, signs and symbols, and numbers is one of those ways. And so basically every week we pick 5 angel numbers. We put them on stands. We have the gray, green, bronze, blue, and gold. And you basically pick a stand that you would like your angel number to appear on. You can pick more than one stand if you feel the need to do so, because maybe they have more than one message for you or something that they're trying to tell you. Also, you can use all 5 stands as your lucky numbers for the week, or look at each number if it's trying to tell you something specific and kind of get out of it, whatever resonates with you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's just whatever works for you guys. And basically, each number down in the description has a keywords and phrases associated with it. So when you get your number, you can go down and you can look at that and get an idea of what the angels are trying to get you to focus on, or what they're trying to tell you, or something that they want you to pay attention to, that kind of thing. Also, if you feel really compelled to do so, if a number really strikes you, you can go out to the internet and type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, whatever number, and find out a whole lot about that number, and find out, lots of in-depth things that they might be trying to tell you or say to you through that number. So basically, that's how this works. So let's just get our numbers for the week and see where we're at. Number 1, gray, is 41. Number 2, green, is 43. Number 3, bronze, is 46. Wow, it's interesting how all the 4s are showing up. That's very much a stability, a home, a foundation type of number. So I'd be telling you guys something specific. Interesting. A 32 for number blue, number 4. And number 5, gold, is a 28. All right. So number 1, gray, is 41. Number 2, green, is 43. Number 3, bronze, is 46. Number 4, blue, is 32. And number 5, gold, is 28. So that's our angel numbers for the week. Guys, I hope you had some messages that were very useful to you in this reading. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Also, share this channel with your friends and family. Leave us comments in the comments section. All of those things mean a lot to us. They help the channel grow. They help us know what's good and what's not good and what we can improve on. So all of those things are very helpful, and I very much appreciate it when you guys can do those things. Also, check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there on lots of different topics that might be of use. We have videos on how to read tarot cards. We have other videos on other spiritual topics out there as well. So check those out. We do this reading every week on Mondays, so we look forward to seeing you in those readings as well. And we will see you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.